America!
Like to welcome everybody to the second episode of When in Doubt, Throttle Out podcast. We did run a episode a few days ago, but we had some technical difficulties, so we're actually going to redo it. So Bam, we finished the Manufacturers Cup.
Yep.
I finished first in all of PA, sixth in Lexus manufacturer, and 243rd in relatively everything else.
That's not bad.
Where did you finish at?
I didn't do that great because I only ran 2 races.
Yeah.
3 of those races, I was having connectivity issues.
I remember that.
Yep. I was able to join the lobby and everything, but there was nobody on track when I went to do qualifying, and so I basically bounced out of it.
Do you feel that it's Gran Turismo servers, or do you feel that
I don't think so. I think it's my ISP.
Okay, because a lot of people have been having a lot of connectivity issues lately. Yep. And it just seemed almost like it was their servers were getting overloaded.
Yeah. No, I recently had fiber optic installed.
Oh, okay.
And that's when my problem started.
Well, it's with everybody's, not necessarily with your issue, but with the whole, people having issues and stuff. It's kind of making me a little nervous with this new update that's coming, the Spec 3 that they have coming out.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
So I think it might possibly overload it again.
Yeah, I'm super excited for Spec 3.
I am too, with the new stuff that they have and the new cars and everything, but...
Yep. I'm excited to see 3 cars, but the new tracks will be very welcome.
What's the 3 cars that you're excited to see?
I'm excited for the new Formula Spec type car that they're releasing, basically like an early 2000s model is my understanding. Okay. And then they've got the Ferrari 296 road car and the Ferrari 296 GT3 car.
Oh, we're finally getting new GT3 cars.
Well, don't get your hopes too high. It's only just one.
Well,
but it's one that desperately needs an update because the Italia has been around for quite some time now.
Now, do you think that's going to be the meta car? That's, they're going to nerf everything else for that one?
Not likely.
Okay.
I think that'll probably be a work in progress as the weeks go on. There'll probably be an update for its own performance points.
Okay. Well, me and you have been following F1 pretty heavily the last couple weeks, and you had some news on what happened for today's race.
My goodness, the race in Qatar was quite epic. So it was a sprint race weekend also, which Oscar Piastri won yesterday, so that gets you 8 points for finishing first, and then 6-4-2-1 I believe. So yeah, Oscar won the sprint, and then Oscar had pole for the GP, and Lando Norris started in second, and Max Verstappen started in third. By lap 1, Max was in second. And then there was a safety car on lap 8. And then just through tire drag, Max pitted again. Just a few laps after McLaren pit. And Max was just trying to play catch up there in the second stint, and then McLaren pitted again with like 18 laps to go or something, and then so rather than putting on the soft prime tire, they put the hard tires on, and they never saw Max again.
So he pulled away, kind of like how he did at Vegas.
Yeah, sort of. I think it's fantastic. It's like McLaren is just daring Max to win. They're just not making the right calls at the right times.
No,
it's not going well for them in the last 4 races.
Yeah, especially, I finally got to sit down and watch a good race. I mean, it was relatively kind of boring, the whole Vegas Grand Prix, but the aftermath of both McLarens getting disqualified because of the wear plate. That was insane.
That was a game changer. that changed the whole outlook for the championship.
Yeah, that gave, it seemed to me, it's given Max a whole new life and a whole new drive now to really, really push.
Yeah.
So now how far back, since he won today, how far back is he?
Max is 12 points behind Lando and 4 points ahead of Piastri. So it's very tight. It's not 2021 tight with Max and Lewis, but it's pretty tight.
Yeah. So what does he need to do for the last race of the season?
So Max has got to win, and Lando in fourth or worse.
Okay.
If Oscar's going to win, or if Oscar wants to win, he'll need to win, and then I think Lando would have to finish sixth or worse, and Max would have to finish like fourth or worst.
Okay. Well, we have a special. I kind of say that the last two episodes, but I think every episode's kind of special to me.
Today's guest.
Yeah. So we have two guests again. We have one of the creators of the USA team. Unfortunately, the other creator, Sammy, was not able to join us. He had other things going on in his life, which are completely understandable. So I would like to welcome Savage to the podcast. How you doing, buddy?
Good. Yourself?
Not too bad. How is your manufacturer's cup?
Lousy.
Why?
Lousy. Too many things going on in life.
That's understandable.
Very much.
Yep.
So
maybe next time.
Yeah. Would you like to divulge how you did finish, though?
Third in Michigan. That's really the only one I remember. Second in my local territory, third in Michigan. I don't know. I didn't really look. I didn't make much money. $1.5 million.
Wouldn't it be nice though if that was actual money though?
It would have been nice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'd never work a day of my life.
No, it was to see me get 7 million credits was I was very proud of that.
Yep.
So
would be too.
When was it, like I said previous, when was it that Yins created USA, and what was the reasoning?
Back in 2000 or so, Sammy and I got together because we wanted to play in team sports, team esports. We started in Combat Flight Simulator, went into America's Army, GTA. We have over 90 members in GTA, 20 or so members in Gran Turismo 7, and it's really Universal Squad Assault. We have a lot of games.
Okay.
We're a gaming community. If you see one of us online, join the chat. You always have someone to race with.
For sure. So now, like you said, your community. So, communities have rules. Do you have any rules, and what are they?
Just be courteous and helpful. Have fun.
Now, what do you mean?
Help out your teammates. Help out anybody that comes in. You have a question, we try to answer it. A lot of coaching going on. You're welcome to come in, whether you join the community or not. You're welcome to come in and get some help.
Okay. So, what's the outlook on having this big of a community? Is there an end? Or is it just, do you want it to just continue to grow and be mostly basically an empire?
There is no real goal. We're a gaming club. We're just a bunch of old guys that like to game, and we're online. We're not out to really make any money. We're out to make people faster and better teammates.
Okay. Now, how many people would you say probably join roughly in a year or so, if you would even know that figure in a sense? Maybe ballpark it.
Gran Turismo, we probably get 3 to 4. I'm not sure in Grand Theft Auto, but there's probably many more than that in there, just because our total members are higher.
Okay.
So with Team USA playing all sorts of games, do you have like different game heads?
Yep, we have different captains. If you
Excellent.
join our community and you have a game you want to get started, Battlefield just came out with the new version. Looking for people to play that, and we need somebody to run that. AZ.
What's that? I'm sorry.
Battlefield 6. Let's get a squad going.
Yeah, we'll talk about it after the show. See if we can get it going.
With that amount of people, though, how can you not possibly think about the dollar signs, though? I mean, at one time, you and your co-creator Sammy were worldly ranked, and you were making money. Might not have been a lot of money, but you were actually making money to possibly get more recognition, more sponsor, and then you completely reversed and went more towards helping people than...
We were always about helping people, and because we help people, we got to be that good.
Okay.
That's how
nice.
it happened. Yes.
Yeah, you don't see that stuff that often anymore, where people are, willing to help and willing to make people better and, in a sense of Gran Turismo, faster.
If I coach you into being faster than me, the only rule I have is you're not allowed to laugh at me.
Understandable.
Just your jokes.
Yes, just my jokes, not at me. I've got a few people that I've helped along the way, and they've really gotten faster.
But do you have your own Discord or YouTube channel, or...
Sammy's got his USA_Sammy at YouTube. I do not know what the Discord address is, so it's not my thing. I'm in Gran Turismo 7 on chat just about every day.
Well, if anybody that is listening wants to join a community, join a team, and not have, the pressure of really performing and, Leisure Squad, yeah, in a sense, and just have a good time and have fun with a great group of guys. Me and Bam have known the USA team for well over a year now. They're a heck of a group of guys, willing to do anything. Anybody listening that wants to join that, feel free, get a hold of Savage, get a hold of Sammy, shoot him a message. So, greatly appreciate you coming in, Sammy.
Savage.
Well,
Greatly appreciate me. Thanks, buddy.
Sometimes you two sound alike, so... But anywho...
I'm sorry. That's not an excuse, but it's funny.
Sammy Savage, Sammy. I would like you to stay if you could possibly.
He's $140 and I'm $240. Just picture that.
Well, I would like
stick around.
I would like you to stay and help us talk to another gentleman. He was on the first episode, and he was getting ready to attempt the first ever 400 laps at Nürburgring. We have
Dual 200s.
We have came and saw and relatively cried a little, but we would like to welcome G. Hazy to the podcast.
Hey guys, thanks for having me again. I appreciate it.
Hey Hazy, how you
Good to
doing
be here.
today?
I'm not too bad, just kind of recovering, a little sore. Didn't quite go as planned as I wanted to, or as I'd hoped for. But,
how's your recovery going?
not too bad. I am currently laying in bed with my dog right now, so just resting.
If anybody wants to see them pictures, Hazy will leave a link in the description. He's probably wearing something very scandalous right now.
Potentially, yes.
Yeah. So back on a more serious of a note, what happened? What? Tell us the whole thing. So
for the first, I ended up stopping at about the 17-hour mark. The goal was to obviously complete the 400 laps, the two 200s, the back-to-back. And roughly in hour 17, I had to completely stop. I was having some back issues. I felt like pinched nerve issues. It got me really sick and ill after I had actually hopped offline. I started getting some lower back pain and like mid back pain around hour 10, and I was kind of fidgety in my seat, and it didn't seem like I could get myself comfortable. I was running a fantastic pace. Like I was absolutely moving, and things were going really well. And then it just kind of hit me, and I unfortunately I had to make a choice between pushing further and pushing my health, and I'd prefer to live another day. It was pretty rough after stopping. I don't want to get too far into the details, but it put me in. It physically put me down for a couple days, and I'm not sure why that happened, honestly, but I did everything the same as far as preparation, except for staying up longer, training the body to be up easily past 24 hours. So I'm hoping in the future to be able to make another run at it, and but for now I'm just resting, and we're gonna possibly plan another date, hopefully sooner than later.
Would you do anything possibly different? Because me and you had discussed previous that you decided to try and not eat anything relatively before because you wanted to eliminate as many bathroom breaks as possible. Do you think that might have been a cause? Muscle spasms?
It's very possible. There was just a little bit of slight dehydration, but all in all, I really hadn't changed. I did that for the Super GT attempt. I had not eaten too much the day before, and I'd only really been eating like just a little couple handfuls of snacks like potato chips, stuff like that, just enough to not feel sick. And I don't know, I guess this time around, it was a perfect storm, I guess. And a little sad about it, honestly, because I know I didn't let people down, but I would have liked to have just really accomplished that, and really I just would have liked to accomplish it. It just didn't work out in my favor this time, so back to the drawing board, I guess.
Yeah, and like you said, you did not let anybody down. I know, granted, you're part of the team RTR, and you are also well known with the USA team. Every single person has the utmost respect and support for you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, if anybody could do it, it would have been you.
Yep, and we will be right there in your corner again when you decide to attempt it again.
Thank you.
I know you had a lot of people coming in and out of your stream showing you support and a lot of love. We actually did have a little side contest. Unfortunately for the person whoever came up with it, they lost out, but I get to keep my money, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Do explain the side quest.
So, if anybody did go into G Hazy's stream, which G, if you could plug your YouTube channel.
Sure, it's G-Hazy Gaming at YouTube. That's capital G dash capital H A-Z-Y, lowercase A-Z-Y. Gaming.
And he has both of his videos, if not more, of the attempt at the dual 200 laps. I know the first video, there was a lot of talk, and me and him came up with a side contest because he decides that he needs to wear a giant sleeping bag on the top of his head to secure his headset. So I instead of like a ratchet strap or a bungee cord, he decides to wear this giant beanie. And so I came up with the idea that whoever came or typed in first, they had to subscribe and everything, and then they had to actually type in their best roast line of G Hazy's beanie. And then, of course, I decided, well, I'm going to start, putting out the gauntlet there. And if anybody could beat mine, then I would give them a $25 gift card, $25 PlayStation card. G Hazy decided that he would match me for the second 200 laps.
That's
So we would
correct,
have two different winners. So I believe that whenever you decide to attempt this again, we will honor that again.
Yeah, I'm 100% for that. I a little disappointed for the people that did pop in, because there were some really good comments. Like, there was one that really made me laugh. There's a lot of them that made me laugh that I can't repeat on your show. But there was one that was pretty funny too, and I'll give you an example. One had mentioned that my beanie was horizontally challenged, and I thought that was a pretty good one. But I would like to see the fans get their due on that one when we do make the attempt again.
Well, I believe if you are going to attempt this again and you feel strongly that you'll be able to accomplish it, knowing everything that you went through the first time, maybe there's a possibility that we'll up it to 50.
If you want to go 50, dude, I can match you on that, no problem. We can definitely do that. We can definitely do that. I think the fans deserve that. I feel they kind of got a little gypped on it, you know. And I personally want to apologize to those of you guys who popped in to watch. I think, first of all, you're fantastic for coming in and supporting me on that. It was I really did feel that support, and it was really nice knowing that. And that's why it's such a disappointment to unfortunately to fail. But like I always say, failure is always the fuel for success, and I'm gonna try to learn from it and make little adjustments I need. I think maybe if Thrustmaster or one of those major chair companies out there is listening, I could definitely use a new rig. I have pillows set up on my seat, and I think it's very possible that I wasn't sitting properly, and I was getting too much compression in the back. So, anyway, I'd like to really see the fans, get their due. So.
Oh, for sure. And I believe that since they finally got to witness what we all consider the robot, as in yourself, be human for a second and have an issue, they may relate a little bit more to, this is not easy.
By no means.
Yeah, this actually fully puts a physical toll on your body and your mind.
Oh yeah, definitely. It definitely does.
So now, with the possibility of you attempting it again, what would you for sure change? Would you change any of the settings in the actual race?
Yeah, I would. So I did have to turn my force feedback down. I was starting to get some pain in my shoulder, which was odd because it didn't happen last time, but I was also on a different wheel setup. Now I'm currently on the T598 from Thrustmaster, and it's very possible I may have had it up just a little too high, so I was getting a little tension in the shoulder, so I ended up turning that down. That fixed that problem, but honestly, looking back, it's kind of hard to really pinpoint what I could do more, because I did pretty much everything the same. Other than maybe getting a better seating setup, I think that'll make a huge difference. Just making sure that I'm in a position where I can't get sore as fast. So,
okay. Well, I believe.
Tell you what, here's a plug for a company, Marada. Marrada is extremely stable and extremely inexpensive.
Marada, I'll have to look into that.
Yep.
That's a chair company?
The rig.
It's one of the Amazon brands.
Okay, as long as it's stable and the seating is good. So we did actually. My roommate is a master mechanic. He had mentioned we have some Suburban seats out back, so we may actually mock up. We may actually set up one of the Suburban seats, and those are really nice and comfortable, and mount it to the rig and see if that might help. And like I said, hopefully I'd like to make this attempt sooner than later. I do believe it's something that I can achieve. 400 laps seems like it's almost an impossibility, but I honestly believe that it's not, and I think it can be done. So
does seem impossible. Just go fishing for an afternoon and see how sore your backside gets sitting in a boat.
Right.
Yes. Or just, throwing the rod for that long. You start, casting that entire time, your forearms and your shoulders start to burn a little bit. Well, gentlemen, I greatly appreciate both of you coming into this.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
I hope
Come game
that
with us.
for sure, anybody's welcome. You see a party open, please drop in. RTR and USA both run open parties. RTR practices every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Bam, would you like to tell them what's starting back up on the 7th?
Ooh, we're starting up around 4. Roundtable Racing Endurance Series. We are 90 minutes, 9 circuits. We are around 4 at Monza.
Yep, it is not unusual for someone to join our servers just out of the blue and start gaming with us, so feel free, everybody.
Yep.
So hey, if I could interrupt real quick, Buford and Bam, if you could later get the links to the USA Discord and also post our Discord in the comments below.
For sure.
If people want to join and they want to hang out in the fan chat and talk with some of the drivers, that's give them the address. So
For sure.
Thanks.
All right, guys. We will talk to you later. Everybody be safe. Have a good one.